What up, traders? What up, investors? Ken here from the Dyslexic Investor, and what in God's green earth is Hertz doing now? They had a really strange, wacky day the last couple of days, in the sense of going up nearly 1,000% or 850%, and then coming back down to around $2. And now the bankruptcy lawyers in the company are trying to work out a deal with the judge on potentially trying to sell $1 billion worth of shares in the open market. Is this anything to do with the potential saving of the company? There is not really too much information, because this is a not very common at all practice. Again, they filed for bankruptcy on May 22nd, and even since then, that's when you heard Carl Icahn kind of get out of the stock. We can look here at the chart in a second, but now they're trying to potentially sell 246.8 million shares. Okay, so this is common shares. So the thing is right now Hertz filed for bankruptcy because they cannot make their debt payments to the banks and all the people that they lended money from, the mafia, who knows. So they cannot make their payments, meaning they don't have enough capital coming into the door to pay that. The potential understanding is if they are able to allow them trying to offer more money into the company. Again, if the common shares can potentially create an opportunity for allow them to jump higher, it's going to be a very strange one. I guess if you pay the lawyers enough, they can manipulate and persuade and do things that you really don't want, or advise things. I find this very strange. I'm definitely sitting on the sidelines and just watching this, but I know a lot of folks, especially on the live streams and people on Discord, asking about Hertz. I'm getting pings or messages from it on like, should they buy it, and like, who is buying Hertz? Like, are they investing it, or they're just doing a quick day trade? I'm going to lean towards more people on just trying to get that quick cash and just trading it from a $2 stock to a $3 stock, collecting that nice gain and getting out. So if we go ahead and switch over to the chart, that's basically what you see here. Again, we're talking about 250 million shares coming into the market, and if that's going to flood the market completely and could bring the stock price down. Again, this is not happening for sure yet. They are just asking the bankruptcy judge to get approval to allow them potential sales of this. We'll see what happens. Again, we're definitely going to keep a very close eye on this. I kind of wanted to look more on the technical side of things. Again, here, this is on the 22nd. That was that Friday. They filed for bankruptcy. Of course, the following day, gapping down really harsh, going to literally 40 cents. And then it kind of just had no heartbeat. And then the folks on Wall Street Bets, or the novice investors that are just coming into the market, just thought, I don't think this company is going to go anywhere. They're reopening up the airlines, they're reopening up all the traveling stuff. I'm going to go long on this stock. And of course, it goes from 80 cents basically up to $6.25 within 2 days. And of course, with this huge influx of volume, we can kind of see here on this particular chart here that you can see the enormous amount of volume coming in. Again, that really high day, we had nearly 543 million shares traded that day. That doesn't mean 543 unique individuals. This just means the total amount of shares were traded that day. Again, that is a substantial. You can't even see the previous days. Nothing really comes close to it, because you can see the average volume for these couple days has just been astronomical. It's unheard of. The company is saying they can't really do anything. The first thing that gets liquidated and you don't get your money back is the common shares. You're really just gambling your money away on a company that's saying that they're already failing. You're really putting more stress and stuff on your shoulders, and rather than buy a company that's actually really doing very well. Like, I don't understand. You can buy an Nvidia or an AMD or an Apple or something like that. I know it's not $2. I know you're not going to make 50% overnight potentially, but what's the likelihood of that happening again? Again, it's up 52% today, and I'm just really concerned that a lot of people are going to get hurt or burnt in this scenario here with Hertz. So we're going to look at some really short term. Again, this is how it trades: short-term analysis here, looking for a potential high in the overall 50% move. So that's the swing high to swing low from the past week. Looking at that marker around $4. So if it breaks $4, potentially it can go all the way up to $4.50 there. And then, but again, it's really hard to do some technical analysis on this because there's so much negative press around it, and it's just, I honestly feel like it's being manipulated, in lack of better words, for the reasons of people just don't understand what they're buying, to be quite honest. They're just buying it. They're thinking a company can just completely just come out of bankruptcy. It's going to have to be restructured within the bankruptcy court, and potentially those shares will get dissolved, and they could go private equity route. Someone buys them up, or Avis comes in and buys some of their assets. But it's most likely that, I don't know. Like, this is why we're sitting on the sidelines for sure. That being said, the momentum's there. Again, it's up 52% today, which is, again, people are trading this very heavily. Again, we're talking a large amount of shares already being sold today and bought, a lot of volume coming in. Again, we've only been trading for less than 30 minutes, and we're near what volume we had just yesterday. This is a little, again, this is where I get afraid and scared of people losing money, and then they lose money on one particular trade, and they lose a lot of their money because they're putting in all their eggs in one basket, and they just never want to touch the stock market again. I just want to advise people, if you're new at this is not a company that you want to be betting all your hard-earned cash on, or betting on this horse particular. Who knows, in 5 or 6 months, that after the bankruptcy judge figures things out and looks at all the assets and debt payments, it could come back. I'm not sure. I'm not playing that. I'm just looking at the FOMO mentality of this trade, and just people being, lack of a better word, ludicrous and wacky in the sense of just trying to get that quick cash. If it starts breaking below the $2.65, we could be seeing a lot more potential downside. Again, within the article as well, with the Chapter 11 bankruptcy that they're offering, is the equity if that all those shares get dumped in the market that's usually around a certain price, and they give certain leverage to other folks. They set a date, and then usually large funds or things can buy into it and commit to it. So they could be at $2.50 or $2. It's usually that stock gets really attracted to it, so people get out and wait to buy at that limit. So if that stuff does come out, we could see a pretty large surge in the market. But that being said, I hope you're very careful out there, in particular with Hertz. Be very careful out there. This is a very crazy, fast market. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Ken from the Dyslexic Investor. Don't forget to like and subscribe. In the description down below, we have an awesome Discord. You can join that. We have questions, answers. We do some other various sharing of ideas and trades, things in there. We also have a Patreon page if you're interested on supporting the channel. Again, guys, thank you so much again. Catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.